It's about time. This bill took far too long to get here for no reason. What we're trying to accomplish is simple, which is to make sure that people that cannot afford their insulin can get it. I'm glad we're here today. I'm glad we're going to pass a bill today. This bill will save lives, and I encourage my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to vote yes. But I can't skip today and not reflect on how long it took us to get here and why it took us so long. There were so many times that I thought today was not going to be possible. We were never going to pass anything. When we first started, we heard that coupons would help people, that the patient assistance programs were enough, and we were even told that it was Alec's own fault that he died. There was a bill that went through this body as an amendment that passed with overwhelming bipartisan support and then disappeared. It just disappeared. So today I'm glad that we have changed some hearts and minds on this issue, and that we've been able to get here today with a bill that will get to the governor's desk. I have a couple people and groups I'd like to speak to and thank. The first person is Alec. Alec, as you're watching us today, I'm sure you are as proud of your parents as I am. Your mom is relentless, and your dad has no ability to pull a punch. So I'm proud of them, and I know you are too. To Nicole and James, when we started this about 2 years ago, I had no concept of what it was like to be a dad or a parent. And now that I've got a 9-month-old, I think each day that goes by, I feel your pain more acutely. I'm so proud of you guys and all the time and effort you've put into this to make sure it doesn't happen again. But I also want to tell you, you only get this evening off because tomorrow we have more work to do, and I know you're ready for it. To every single insulin advocate or person that has advocated for themselves or their families or their friends that has spent time at the Capitol, that has put themselves in the spotlight even though they don't want to be, thank you. I can't go through all those names. There's so many of you that have sacrificed time at home and at work to be here to do this, and this doesn't happen without your efforts. I also want to thank my colleagues, and I want to point out 2 of them specifically. I know a lot of people have been involved in this bill. The first is Representative Howard. Representative Howard, I hope I am never on the opposite side of an issue as you. You've been tireless, and you've pushed this thing through the whole way for 2 years. And then in the Senate, I have to thank Senator Wickland. Your patience and perseverance are simply unmatched in the Senate, and your work without it, it wouldn't have been possible. The last group, Mr. President, that I'd like to talk to are somewhat nameless. I can't find them. When it's time to speak publicly about the issue, they don't. When there's a committee meeting where they could be heard, they could share their opinion, they don't show up. It's a group that seems to only exist behind closed doors. I don't know who these people are. So I want to say this. If you were hired to delay this bill, to weaken this bill, or defeat this bill, I hope the weight of your work rests heavy on your soul. Thank you, Mr. President.